Can't even do a straight walk-off without balling it up.
So we're back at that again, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So there.
It's lousy anyway. The whole act's lousy.
The act was good enough for my mom and dad, and it's good enough for you.
Well, times have changed a bit since your mom and dad's day, you
Oh,
know.
really?
There's electric light and a telephone and a little invention called the moving pictures. No one wants to go see the Redneckerson for 3 bob, and they can go see Garbo for 9 pence.
See, that's where you're just wrong. The public would rather see flesh and blood any day over a cheesy photograph. Put Garbo on a Saturday night in Devonport and see what happens to her.
Oh, yes, look what happened to us.
That wasn't Devonport, that was South Sea.
Well, whatever it was, the fleet was in.
You know, if you think the act's so lousy, it's a pity you don't regret some of it.
Ever going into St. Paul's and offering to write the Bible?
Ha! Very funny. Oh, very funny indeed. You're wasted in the show business. You ought to write for comic cuts, you ought to.
That I could get better gags than you.
Really?
Do you mind if I smoke? I don't care if you burn. That wasn't a lady, that was my wife. Poor old chestnut. There has been when your grandmother fell off the high wire.
What's my grandmother got to do with this?
Nothing. She just didn't fall soon enough.
Shut your mouth and stop hurling insults at my family. What were you when I married you? Huh? Oh, I'd like to know. Let's see. One of the 6 moonlight maids, dainty songs and dances, and no bookings.
When we did get bookings, we got #1 towns, which is more than your mom and dad ever did.
Who cares about the #1 towns anyway? You can't get a public all the year round like my mom and dad by doing a parasol dance twice a year at the Hippodrome, Manchester.
The Moon and Maids was just as good as that with red peppers any day, and a bloody sight more refined.
Ah, there you go. You said it. Refined. That's exactly what it was. So refined that it simpered itself right out of the bill where it belongs.
Good refinement won't do you any harm.
You know, perhaps you'd like to change the act to musical moments, with me playing the flute and you sitting under a standard light holding a cello.
Who is it?
Me, Bert Bentley.
Come in, old man.
Well, how's tricks?
Mustn't grumble.
Ooh, say, anybody got a gold flake in here?
I'm sorry, I've sent Fred out for some more.
That's quite all right, George.
Sketch on?
Yep, the old cow's tearing herself to shreds.
Well, it's a pretty strong situation she's got herself into that sketch. I watched it from the side, first house on Wednesday,
And she look at the bird, second house.
Too refined, I expect, for this date.
Well, they are liable to get it restless, you know. I mean, that death scene she takes such a hell of a time about doing it. I mean, it's legit over. Oh, it's just like we had Robert Havisham here a couple of months ago. Stuck together with stamp paper, that guy. Robert Havisham, the famous tragedian and company. Let me tell you about the company, bucko. It was just a bunch of old tots got up with Elizabethan pages and then him doing a death scene in the middle of them. Oh, let me tell you, he died all right.
Did he buy it?
Yeah, 3 and 8 pence in coppers and a bottle of cola.
Poor old man. What a shame.
Well, what do you want to do it for anyway? That sort of stuff's no good here. You know, they're all alike. A few seasons in the West End and think they're all set.
A lot of hooligans hurting the poor old man.
I'll have you know, this is as good a date as you can get, Miss Pepper.
Oh, I played that.
Oh, dry up, Bill, for heaven's sake. Sorry, I can't offer you a drink, old man.
That's quite all right, George. I'll have one with you in between houses. But, by the way, I need to talk to you about something. Don't you think that, exit of yours is dragging a bit?
Dragging!
Well, Lil thinks it's a bit too quick.
Whatever you say, it's all the same to me.
You think we could pep it up a little bit?
Maybe it'd be better if we did the whole act on skates.
Oh, Bert's quite right, you know, Lil.
I don't know any such thing.
All right, no need to get nasty. No need to get nasty.
I don't take any notice of her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
My husband's quite right, Mr. Bentley. My husband is always quite right. I don't know any such thing. You don't have to pay attention to me. I'm only a feed.
Dry up, Lil.
But I should like to just say one little thing. That is, if you take the exit any quicker at the second half, I shall not drop my telescope. No, I shall start doing the chops with it.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to me
Orchestra!
like that?
Orchestra! More like a hurdy-gurdy, flat cat!
Orchestra? What's wrong with my orchestra?
Oh, nothing! Apart from the instruments and the men what play them.
My orchestra's played with the best artists in the business. The best!
Relax.
Oh, yeah, but not until
Bill.
they're too old to care.
I didn't come here to be insulted by some cheap little comedy act.
What's that?
Excuse me?
What's that?
You're right, you heard me. You're like to get this date at all.
Lucky? My God, it's a fill-in. That's all it is. It's a fill-in.
Though I suppose it's a fill-in for Lily Morris and Flanagan and Allen, too, huh?
They probably had friends friends living nearby.
Before you two start saucing me over, I want you to have a look at the place on the bill. That's all. Just have a look at it.
We're in the second half anyway.
Only because the acrobats couldn't make that change.
It's in our contract. After the interval's in our contract.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but you better be thankful for a contract while you still have it.
You know what? I'm sick of this. You get the hell out of here right now. Get the hell out of here right now. You two pretty happy little squirts.
I am going to send for Mr. Edwards. I will not stand for it.
Go for it. Go!
Lucky for you, we've got another show to play.
Exactly.
Not so damn lucky. I've got to look at it.
Oh, maybe it'll be a first time. We might get the tempos right for a change.
You set your tempos Monday morning and they haven't changed since.
Oh, that's your story, but don't forget you were sober Monday morning.
Lil!
George.
Are you insinuating that I drink during the show?
Oh, insinuating. That's a laugh. I'm stating a fact. I
Oh,
can
what?
smell it a mile off.
Oh, what a lady. And what an artist. I don't suppose.
Send for the manager, George. Send for Mr. Edwards.
What are you trying to pretend me for Mr. Edwards?
You don't talk to that tone in my wife, you understand?
Give him, George.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out! If I crack one in you.
Come in.
Well, there you are, Mr. Beckley. We're looking for you. The sketch is almost over.
Here, put it down.
I'll be seeing you later. Pepper!
Leave the tray.
Cartel.
I was fortunate too much. I'll have to say Mr. Edwards.
Lucky to play this date, are we? We'll see about that.
You were right, old girl.
What about him?
Yes. The little rat. Oh, God. He's a little man. That's his trouble. Never trust a man with short legs. Brains too near their bottoms.
Come on, sit down, George. We all make mistakes sometimes. Open the Guinness.
Half a moment.
The exit was too quickly now.
All right. You forgot the song again.
No, here. In a bit of paper.
Thank God for that.
What's on?
The Five Fathers.
It's the end of the first half.
Fancy to put in an act like that at the end of the first half. You think they know a lot better than that, do you?
I wouldn't think they know better at anything in this whole
Oh,
world.
that's because it's a badly run house.
Always has been. Who is it?
Mr. Edwards.
Just a minute.
Now listen, go easy. Bert Miller's been at him.
I'll have something to say.
No, you leave it to me. I'll do the talking, okay?
That would be nice. Come in.
Mr. Edwards, good evening.
Good evening.
How's the house?
The usual. Full.
Oh, that's fine, isn't it?
I saw your act tonight. Front house.
Ah, there you are, Lil. What did I tell you? You see, I had a sort of hunch that you were out there somewhere. I made a betting with my wife. I said, well, what's the betting, Mr. Edwards is out front, you know? You have a sort of feeling that someone special's out here watching you.
It went well, didn't it?
I've seen things go better.
Well, we followed that line, about a singer. You're pretty good at warming up, I said, about a singer.
I defy Billy Bennett to get away with it in our place on the bill.
There isn't anything wrong with your place on the bill.
Well, I'd be willing to make a little bet with you. You put the Five Fathers on before us, and change Dipsy into the end of the first half and see what happens to her.
You send them out to the bars and they'd stay there.
I didn't come here to discuss the runnings of my theater.
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
That exit is yours. It killed the whole act.
A little mishap, that's all. Anybody would drop a telescope, you know.
Even a sailor.
It looked terrible.
The tempos were all wrong, Mr. Edwards.
Sounded all right to me.
Maybe it did, but we know our own numbers, you know.
Didn't look like that from the front row.
Look, we've never had any trouble before. That exit stopped every show in town.
A musical director can make or mar an act, you know. Make or mar it.
I'd have you know, Mr. Bentley is one of the finest music directors in the business.
If he's wasted here, that's all I can say.
Lil!
I understand you had words with Mr. Bentley.
We did. And we will again if he starts any of his funny business.
I understand that you accused him of drinking during the show.
Getting quite frightened, aren't we?
Lil, what did I tell you?
Did you or did you not?
Listen here. Who do you think you are coming around here to talk to us like this, huh?
Did you or did you not accuse Mr. Bentley of drinking during the show?
Yes, we did, because he does, so there.
That's serious business. It's slander.
I don't
Slander?
care if it's arson, it's true.
Look here, Mrs. Pepper. I think it's only fair to warn you.
And I think it's only fair to warn you that unless you get yourself a better musical director and a better orchestra, you'll find yourself a cinema inside 6 months.
You won't gain anything by losing your temper.
And you won't gain anything by coming around backstage throwing your weight about. Your place is out in the front of the house. My theater this, my theater that. It's no more your theater than what it is ours. You're on the same salary as us. And I bet it's a damn sight less too. Don't you forget it.
I'm not going to stand any more of this.
Oh, go and play with yourself.
I'll make sure you never play this day as long as I'm in charge.
In charge of what? The fire brigade?
Play the state. Anybody think it's a palladium to hear you
You
talk.
better watch yourself, Mr. Edwards. You don't want to stand like this getting around the profession now, do you?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the way this house is going.
You mind your own business.
It's beginning to get to name that orchestra of yours.
Oh, it is.
They're all over the shop. No discipline.
What can you expect with a drunk in charge?
Look here, it'd only be worse for you if you keep talking like that.
Listen, his tempos are all wrong. He has no control over his men.
I shall report this conversation.
Report it.
Oh, do. Report it to the Lord Mayor if you're sober enough to remember the lyrics.
I'm not going to stand anymore.
You did right, you won't.
You were a flop last time you played here. You're a flop this time. And
Flop!
that's enough for me.
You're bigger draw than anybody on the bill.
Well, come in.
Good evening. I'm sorry to intrude, but you are making a dreadful noise, and I'm quite unable to rest.
I'm so sorry, Miss Grace.
I find it hard enough to play an emotional scene twice in a night in any case.
Oh, is that what it was? I was beginning to wonder.
I'm not accustomed to being spoken to in that tone, Mrs. Whatever your name is.
Pepper's the name. Pepper. Same as what you put in your soup.
Very interesting.
I apologize, Miss Grace.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Edwards.
What you must think of us, Miss Grace? So common, we're mortified, really we are. And you fresh from His Majesty's.
Fairly fresh.
I will leave it to you, Mr. Edwards, to see that there is no further noise.
Except for the raspberries at the end of your sketch. Even Mr. God Almighty Edwards can't control those.
You're as vulgar off stage as you are on. I congratulate you.
Vulgar, are we? I'd like to just ask you one thing. If you're so bloody West End, why the hell did you leave it?
There will be
Oh, how dare you!
Next Sunday, come on.
Look, I had enough of this.
Oh, you have had what about us?
What?
I'll make sure
You know
you never
what?
play this
I
game
have
again.
played this
I've
game.
had enough.
No,
No, no,
I-
no, 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 no,